Hello, everyone. How are you doing today? I hope everybody's doing well, and I hope that you're excited about the new tarot lottery. If you're interested in joining next month's lottery, you can do so by pledging on Patreon or subscribing via PayPal. You will find the details below. And basically, what happens when you join the lottery is that your name is added to this pile, and if you're picked, you can receive a reading free of charge. So we're going to, as always, select a name randomly and see what happens. See whose name comes up, and that person is going to receive a reading in this video. All right. Okay, so the person who's going to receive a reading this month is Andrea. Congratulations, Andrea. If I'm not mistaken, you have received a reading from me before. This can happen, She is one of those patrons who is pledging at the level of the triple chance. So some people get a triple chance, and she's also receiving a monthly reading. And so if I'm not mistaken, she has received a reading before, a lottery reading before, but this is her time again. So congratulations, Andrea, and we're going to get into your reading in a minute. All right, so here we go, Andrea. I apologize about the state of my nails. They look pretty choppy, I know. I've been painting, so that's why they look so strange. I hope you guys don't mind. So Andrea, what we're going to do here is we're going to do a 5 elements reading. This is, if you're watching this and you're interested in receiving this reading type, it is in the silver pentacle tier on my website. So you can follow the link below if you would like to book a reading like this for yourself. This is a great reading type for assessing the basic elemental energetic structure of a situation. So Andrea, if you have a specific situation in mind that you would like to consult the cards on, I encourage you to focus your mind on that. So focus your mind on that situation. If not, if you would just like this to be a general reading for your future, then that's okay as well. So the 5th element, we're starting with that. That is you. It's your energy. Right here in the middle. And then we have the air energy, which represents your thinking, to put it simply. The earth element represents the foundations, the material foundations of the situation. The water element represents the emotional aspect. And the fire element represents the passion, the creativity that goes into it, the level of actions. All right, so the fifth element, representing you, your energy in the middle of all of this. Let's start with that. Let's see what that is. It's the Ace of Pentacles. That's a wonderful card. That is an earth-based card, meaning that it belongs to the suit of Pentacles, and it opens a door or a window to prosperity. So your mind and your intention around this situation, or around your situation in general, is prosperity. So that is at the center of it all. Wanting to see growth, more security, being open to more stability. Now, let's look at the air element. We have the Seven of Pentacles here, another earth-based card. Having that associated with the air element, it's not necessarily the most pleasant placement. On the earth side, you have the King of Wands. In this deck, it's called the Knight of Wands, but it occupies the same rank as the traditional King of Wands. All right, so we'll put the King of Wands right here. Emotionally, Wheel of Chance. Another lovely, lovely card. It's a Major Arcana card. And the fire element, Five of Pentacles. All right. So what we're seeing here is that we have 3 Pentacles-based cards. So your situation seems to be very strongly associated with the earth element, the material structures of your life. And the obstacle seems to be, on the one hand, in your way of thinking, and also at the level of actions. This is where we have 2 additional Pentacles cards, both of which are very sort of heavy energetically and conflicted. Now, on the actual earth aspect of this reading, we have the King of Wands. So things on a tangible level are not as bad as you would think they are. So when looking at the facts of the matter, looking at it from a solely practical perspective, it seems as though there's a good chance, a good fighting chance for you. And emotionally, with this Major Arcana card, there seems to be a process of surrendering happening. So, let's see what you can do to optimize your situation. So once again, the Ace of Pentacles in the middle is representing your desire and your intention, your manifestation energy directed at creating more stability, more prosperity, more financial and career growth for yourself. It's your desire to walk through this portal that leads you to a more affluent lifestyle, not just in terms of money, but in terms of spirit. So when your spirit is yearning for this, it is not really solely money that it's yearning for. It's yearning for that feeling of comfort, that feeling of ease that financial stability can provide. However, and this is the first thing that we're going to address here, in your way of thinking with the Seven of Pentacles, there seems to be a blockage. This is called failure, this card. And the Seven of Pentacles is one of those incredibly frustrating cards in the tarot that can be really annoying to face and to encounter. And especially when it shows up associated with the air element, there's basically nothing you can do. It's as if you're fighting, it's as if you're shadow boxing. Perhaps that's the best way for me to put it, is that there's an invisible enemy, there's an invisible obstacle that nevertheless feels very real. And in terms of your thinking, I would say that this suggests perspectives and ideas like, no matter what I do, I'm going to fall back into the same routine. No matter how hard I try, I cannot get past this limitation, this certain limitation. No matter what I do, it's the no matter what, or no matter how hard I try, I will not be successful type of thinking that is present with this card. And unfortunately, this perspective, this attitude, seems to show up in the fire element as well. The Five of Pentacles associated with the fire element is a clear sign that your level of activity associated with this goal or with this intention that is clearly showing up in the middle here, it's very limited, very restricted, and there's a lack of energetic resources. The Five of Pentacles is essentially the card of scarcity. It could be best described as the polar opposite of what the Ace of Pentacles offers in terms of not only material gain, but also in terms of positive thought. So there's a depressive quality to the Five of Pentacles here that is suggesting to me that you've stopped trying as a result of negative thoughts, negative beliefs about your situation and your limitations in this situation. You seem to have given up in a certain sense and have placed yourself in a role where you're disempowered, and your actions lack conviction and that sort of material depth that would be a key to their success. So really the Five of Pentacles here, I think, is the biggest problem, and this is what you really need to address. It very clearly comes from your way of thinking and not actually from the factual basis of your situation. Because the King of Wands in the Earth element role is an amazing card. It tells me that you have the necessary maturity to make tough decisions. You can, you have the leadership, the self-awareness, and the appropriate motivations to optimize the situation for everyone involved and to act in a righteous way. The King of Wands Wands represent fire. That's probably not a surprise to you. As you're observing this card, you can see that it's full of flames and such. So it is the king of fire. It is the king of passion and motivation. So you have a great level of expertise, a great level of unrealized potential regarding your situation. But in order to be able to unleash these yet untapped energies, you will need to take responsibility. So the key to your situation seems to be a very stern and honest look at where you can be more accountable, where you can take charge, where you can be like, all right, I see the situation, I see my role in it, I see what my function is, I see where I can help, and I'm doing it. So you are capable of turning this around, improving it, and taking it to the next level. It's not a question of your capabilities. Your way of thinking might be telling you so, but that's not true. In actual reality, you have the skill set to make this work. But in order to be able to access that skill set, you would have to put yourself in the role of the King of Wands. You would have to take full responsibility for the way things are turning out. And you would have to accept the tasks of managing and actively creating new situations in this context. That is a lot of hassle. That is a lot of, obviously, that's a lot of energy that needs to be invested. But it is well worth it, because that's the way to change your way of thinking and activate yourself. Activate your own fire, to ignite your own fire. And finally, when it comes to the emotional side of things, the Wheel of Chance is telling me that from an emotional standpoint, you have allowed yourself to be taken by the Wheel of Chance. The Wheel of Chance, which is a universal serendipitous mechanism of rearranging things. That's probably the best way to phrase what it does. It normally acts in a positive way. So when the Wheel of Chance arrives in the reading, it indicates that things are about to get better. But it's important to note here that since this is associated with the water element, this is more indicative of how you manage your feelings, how you interpret your own feelings, and what they mean to you. So the Wheel of Chance, it's indicating to me the act of surrendering to fate, leaving it up to destiny, and not actively and consciously communicating with your own emotions, not taking them seriously enough. So I think the solution to your whole problem here is really to be found in the King of Wands. That is your ticket out of the labyrinth. That is your that should be the focus of your attention. Emotionally, you might find yourself in a very changeable landscape of changing moods. And so that is not easy to trust. And also, there doesn't seem to be an intention to really trust those feelings. There's a temporariness and attached to the idea of emotions here. So where you can really draw your energy from is the King of Wands. And so what is really necessary in your situation is to take a very practical look at where you can make improvements, and to make those improvements as urgently as you can. And that way, the negative thinking that has been present is going to diminish and become less and less significant, and will have less and less of an effect. And the Ace of Pentacles can really work its magic then. Thank you, Andrea, for watching this video and for supporting my channel for so long. And thank you everyone else who have decided to join us, to watch this video with us. Please like this video, subscribe if you want, and have a nice day. Bye-bye.